You ever have one of those days where you do everything right? Or at least you think you do. You work your tail off. You're the best that you can be, and you don't get the lease. Some of us may be having one of those types of days right now, right here, today. I hope it's not you, but we all have these days where we just lose the lease. Well, on this video right now, I want to talk to you about 3 major things that stop you from getting the lease. My name is Matt Easton, and I'm the founder of Leasing University. LeasingUniversity.com is the #1 training for property managers, for leasing agents, for leasing consultants. And the fact is, people that go through our training, whether it's me working with your team in a live setting, or you working on the LeasingUniversity.com portal, people that go through that training lease 7 times more apartments than the rest of the industry. And if you're in our industry and you haven't already subscribed to this channel, well, this channel's here for you. It's all about you. Please take a quick second. We'll wait, and hit the subscribe button, and more importantly, hit notifications so you'll be notified when videos like this are ready for you to watch. Well, let's talk about those 3 things that stop us from getting the lease. The first one's pretty obvious. It's stated objections. It's the prospect objecting to something. Hey, I don't like this, and I'm not going to sign the lease unless you handle it. It's an objection. You've got to be able to handle objections, and you really need a system in place for dealing with those objections, and we teach you how to handle objections over at Leasing University. The second thing that comes up are complaints. And guess what? The complaint itself does not stop you from getting the lease. You stop you from getting the lease when it comes to complaints. So many times I see leasing agents before they go through the Leasing University training, well, they handle complaints the exact same way they would handle objections, and they cause an argument. They cause conflict. They actually turn that simple complaint into an objection, and the prospect feels like they have to defend their complaint, and they end up not getting the lease. Listen, there's no way for you to magically determine whether or not somebody's just complaining or if this is an actual objection. But fortunately, we teach you a system that's going to filter out those complaints. And with a complaint, all you need to do is simply agree and keep things positive. Man, that closet's small. I hear you. I'm with you. And move on. Don't let a complaint stop you from getting the lease. Now, here's the third thing that stops you from getting a lease. And that is, and this is a scary one here, it's latent concerns. What do I mean by latent concerns? So a latent concern is something that's going on in your prospect's mind, and they're not going to object to it. They're not really complaining about it. That's what's so scary. They're not telling you about what it is. Maybe it's you're in downtown St. Louis and your parking is located in a structure across the street. And their latent concern is, really love the building. I love the fact that I can see the baseball park from my window. Love everything about this. But man, what's going to happen when I need to get groceries? So am I really going to have to park my car across the street in that parking garage, lug all those groceries? I can't remember the last time I got all the groceries in one load, even though, you know, my circulation and we've all done that, right? Your circulation, you're trying to be so macho with the groceries and you end up cutting off the blood supply in your arms because you're carrying 22 bags on 2 arms. That's a latent concern. Am I really going to be walking across a busy street in downtown St. Louis with 22 bags, no feeling in my arms? I'm kind of I don't know about that. What's so scary about a latent concern is they don't tell you that. I'm really concerned. I like the neighborhood and all, but just really concerned about the school districts here. And they don't tell you. I'm very concerned that pool is a very small swimming pool. It's not as big as the other pools. I'm concerned that I won't like the pool. How you handle latent concerns is going to be vital. It's critical to your success. And again, we teach you a system for handling objections. We teach you a system for handling complaints. What I want you to do with latent concerns, I'm going to give you a little homework right now. I want you to sit down with your team. And if you're a regional manager, I want you to use this video on your next regional manager call. A little bit of homework, no biggie, but I want you and your team to sit down. I want you to come up with 3 to 4 potential latent concerns. These are the little ticky-tack things. Parking across the street, not sure about the school district. Our swimming pool may be a little bit small. We don't have Wi-Fi. Whatever it is, it's those little things that your prospect may be thinking about that they may not be communicating. I want you to think about how you're now going to weave addressing these latent concerns without downright saying, hey, I know you may be freaked out about walking across the street with your groceries, because now you're just freaking them out, about how you weave dealing with potential latent concerns into your presentation, into your property tours. A great example. What I really love about the community, we've got the secured parking structure across the street. I love it because you always are going to have a place to park, secured building. And what's really great is what our residents do, like when they go get groceries, is they'll pull up. We've got a loading dock right over here. They just pull up, they pop in, they let us know in the leasing office that, hey, I'm unloading some groceries. We note that. They're able to then unload. They load everything. We've got some nice little shopping carts, actually. You can unload your groceries, roll that into the shopping cart, throw it up to your unit, leave the car with the hazards on in the loading zone. Our security team looks at your car. Everything's going to be great. Then you go park your car. It's like first class service. You get to pull right up to the front of the building and unload those groceries. That's how you handle a latent concern, because your prospect is not going to tell you. But when they get in the car and when they talk to their friends, when they talk to their spouse, and they say, I'm just sketched out, there could have been a very simple solution, but you didn't bring it up. Don't let those latent concerns cost you the lease. So what are the 3 ways that you're going to lose the lease? 1, stated objections. 2, stated complaints, and not having your own system for dealing with both of those, because it's very different how you deal with both of those. And number 3, latent concerns, and not finding a way to collaboratively and positively address those latent concerns, because you know your prospect's thinking them. I hope this helps. I hope you've subscribed to the channel. I hope you'll check us out over at Leasing University. My name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Leasing University. Until the next video, I want you to be great, and I want you to get those leases.